So, good morning or good night, depending on where you are in the world, and welcome to another album review of The Shield Dude on a Couch. And today, Couchers, we're reviewing the latest album from the band Fallujah, and it's called Xenotaph. And this album is 8 tracks, and it's like a 46 minutes in length, and this is their first album since their last one. I think it was in 2022, if I'm not mistaken, and the first album featuring the same lineup. So this is a band that they've been around for a while, but they have lineup changes, people leaving the band, other people, some newer people playing in the band. So they've had a shaky, like not always stable, but with this current lineup, I think it's maybe the most cohesive lineup that the band has had. So for me, Fallujah has always been like a hit or miss type of band. Either there's some albums of them the beginning that I really enjoyed, and then there were some albums that I was like, I didn't feel them that much. But I got excited because I got this promo a few weeks ago, so I've been able to absorb a lot of this album before the release date, which is awesome. And this album per se, it's sort of a concept record, but it's not really a concept record. So basically today, it's almost like it's not an album review, but it is.
Back together. Join me. You may be able to help solve a mystery.
Yes, we're going to solve the mystery of Xenotaph. So let's talk about the concept, the themes of this record. So this is an album that explores what happens to you after you die, like a death realms of existence. And like I said, it's not a traditional concept record, but these songs have like different themes to them. And what I interpreted like of the music is like, it's like different, like, a lot of people where they have near-death experience, they say they come back and they see things. Maybe they see a tunnel, maybe they see light. So this album explores like what happens to your mind when you are dead, in a way. And the album has like a protagonist, and the protagonist is led through these 8 songs by a mysterious figure. Like, it could be an angel, we don't know what it is. And a lot of people, when they have near-death experience and come back, they say that they've been led by some entity, something that leads them through a passage. So it's an interesting concept. I don't plan on having a near-death experience, so I don't want to test that hypothesis. Not right now or anytime in the future. So yeah, the album, let's talk about the tone of the record. I think this album sounds great. Like the guitar tone for Fallujah is really crisp. It's really like technical and clean sounding. And the drumming on this record is insane. I'm telling you, the drummer really does a great job. And I think this lineup of Fallujah is a lineup that it sounds like they're comfortable playing with each other, and they're picking up on what they did on their last album and just gelling on this one. So out of the 8 tracks, also before I talk about the tracks, this album also is very inspired by sci-fi and by Peter. I'm gonna butcher this. Morbashov. I'm sorry, I butchered it, but he did the album artwork, and he's done album artwork for Fallujah in the past. So it's kind of a concept of that sci-fi and death. I'm reminded of a movie, the 90s, that Flatliners movie, where the students were like killing each other and trying to bring them back.
Nelson, if you die, can I have your apartment?
And bad shit came back to them. This is what this concept of this record or themes of this record remind me of. So yes, let's talk about the tracks now. So there's 5 tracks that I'm going to talk about, and it's 8 tracks for the album, but no filler on this record. I'm gonna get that out of the way. So the singles that they put out are great. So I'm gonna talk about the first single that they released, Kaleidoscopic Waves, and that one has a great use of clean vocals. The guitar tone on that track is so great, and it's catchy with also being technical, because you know Fallujah at its core is a progressive technical death metal band. So I think Kaleidoscope was a great way to have it as a single, because I think it's a more accessible track, but not being commercial. And that track I think is really great. I love it. I love the tones that they use on that track. Then you have Labyrinth of Stone, and that one is really good. A lot of tempo changes, and that song is all about letting go of material things. And if you watch the music video for that track, they have Lamborghinis, they're throwing money. They basically did a rap video. So it's funny because the song is about letting go of material things, and the video is all about material things, which lets me know that Fallujah has a sense of humor. Great track, and there's some tasty solos on that track as well. The next track that I'm gonna talk about, it's my favorite track on the record. It's Step Through the Portal and Breathe. And that song doesn't have one, it doesn't have two, it has 3 guitar solos. This song wasn't chosen as the first single because it's a long track, it's almost at 7 minutes. It also has a great bass part to it, and as I said, more intense drumming. And this song, how I'm interpreting this song, is finally you're dead and you're going through that portal, and you just have like to breathe and let go. And sometimes when people are going through the near-death experience, they say that sometimes, the ones that come back say that there's something like, no, it's not your time, and they come back. But I'm guessing in this story, you know, the protagonist doesn't come back, and he just breathes and lets this mysterious entity take him to this unknown realm. Great track, I'm telling you. That's my favorite from the record. The next 2 tracks are the tracks that end this record, and they're called The Obedient Architect and Cenotaph. And these 2 tracks is where Fallujah really works a lot with more experimentation, tempo changes. They take it up a notch, and they're longer songs. Almost, I think both are like in the 7-minute mark. I'm not sure right now. And very intense drumming on both tracks. Something that I like about The Obedient Architect, it has a cool vocal effect. Like it sounds like the vocals are in the back at some point, and it makes, I don't know, I got the impression it's like, because it's like a little bit muffled, but then you have like some intense, like harsher vocals join that track. And Xenotaph, you know, it's the great tempo changes. It's a great way to end this record, and basically it's Fallujah experimenting and being technical as fuck. So this is an album that I believe will have your mind.
You serious about this? Get ready to have your mind blown.
Yes, get ready to have your mind blown by Fallujah in a good way. So I want to know from you, Couchers, what do you think of Xenotaph by Fallujah? Comment, what are your favorite tracks from this record? And at the beginning of the thumbnail of the video, they said that this is their best yet. I believe it could be their best. It's their best album since Dreamless in 2016. So if you like Dreamless from 2016, you will enjoy this record. I think Fallujah is a band that they have the potential to be bigger. They're very technical. They're great musicians, and my God, the concept of this non-concept record really works. So, Couchers, comment down below, and if you like the videos that I'm putting out, do not forget to subscribe, and do not forget to give me a like. That helps me with the YouTube algorithm to get to more people like yourself. So, until next time, Couchers, this is Hector, the Shield Dude on the Couch, and I'll see you all right here on the couch. Thank you and goodbye.